Yes, open your eyes. Yes, children, are you all ready to listen to the math class? Yes? Very good. So, in our previous class, we learnt about numbers up to 20. Yes? Yes, we have learnt numbers by using sticks and many objects. Do you remember? Yes. So, if we group 10 objects together into a bundle, okay, then it makes tens. The loose sticks or objects or the remaining sticks makes ones. Yes. So, one bundle has 10 sticks, or else one group or one bundle of objects makes 10 objects. Yes. So, one bundle has 10 sticks. Okay. Yes. 1 10 and 1 1 becomes 11. 1 10 and two ones becomes 12. 1 10 and three ones becomes 13. 1 10 and four ones becomes 14. 1 10 and five ones becomes 15. 1 10 and six ones becomes 16. 1 10 and seven ones becomes 17. 1 10 and eight ones becomes 18. 1 10 and 9 ones becomes 19, and 1 10 and one more 10, or else two tens becomes 20. 1 10 equal to 10, two tens equal to 20. Okay, children. So you have to remember this always. Whenever they say to count the numbers, you have to group 10 objects together and count. Okay. Yes, and also we saw number names for these numerals. Yes. Okay. And also we learnt about before number, after number, between numbers. Yes. And also we learnt the number line concept. Yes, Kanna. Yes. And place value. Ones and tens place value. Yes. From right to left. From right to left, you have to find the place value of numbers. From 0 to 9, we call it as one digit number. From 10 to 99, we call it as two digit numbers. Yes, in this whole here, you are going to learn two digit numbers only. Okay, up to numbers up to 99. Okay, Kanna. Yes, the smallest one digit number is 1 and the greatest one digit number is 9. The smallest two digit number is 10. Okay, dears, you have to remember this. Okay. Yes, today we are going to see a new concept, abacus method. Yes, have you seen anywhere this abacus? Yes, have you seen this in your school also, in your UKG class? Have you seen it, Kanna? Yes, do you remember that abacus? Yes, it is a wooden or plastic counting device. It has many colorful beads. See here also. Can you see the colorful beads? Yes. Yes, different colored beads. By using these beads only, we are going to count the numbers, or we can also calculate the numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, anything we can do by using this abacus tool. Okay, it is an easy way to learn mathematics. Yes, as like a computer device, this abacus is also a device used to count or calculate numbers. Okay, Kanna? Yes. See, an abacus is a counting device. Okay, it's a wooden or plastic frame tool with beads, colorful beads. Okay, yes, we can represent any number, okay, on an abacus using these colorful beads. We use different colored beads for tens and ones. For tens, you have to use one color, and ones you have to use another color. Likewise, you can differentiate the tens and ones by using different colored beads. Okay, dears. Okay. So, as per the tens and ones, you can insert the beads inside the abacus tool. Okay, Kanna? Yes, see here, this is what we call abacus tool. Okay, here tens and ones are represented on the abacus. See, from right hand side to left hand side, you have to write the ones and tens place value. Ones and tens. Okay, yes, see here colorful beads are there. So one by one we are going to insert inside the ones and tens sticks. Okay, dears. See, yes. Can you see colorful beads on tens place and ones place? Yes, very good. Can you tell me how many beads are there in tens place? Yes. Reply in the chat box. How many beads in ones place? Sorry, tens place. Yes, only one, right? So 110. And how many beads are there in ones place? Yes, 1, 2, 3. Green color, pink color, and blue color, right? Yes, 3 beads are there, right? So 110 and 3 ones becomes the number 13. Yes, you know already. 110 and 3 ones becomes number 13. Yes, right? So likewise we can represent any number by using this abacus tool. Okay, dears? Yes, see 110 and 3 ones. Okay. Likewise, see number 15. So here number 15. What is the tens place number? It is 1, right? So here in tens place we have only one bead, right? And ones place we have 5 number. Yes, number 5. We have the number 5 in ones place. So here the number of beads are 5. So you have to insert 5 beads. So according to the number, you have to place the beads on an abacus tool. Okay, Kanna? Yes, one in tens place and 5 in ones place. So, okay, dears. Yes. Now, can you see number 17? Yes. Yes. See here, abacus tool also represents the number 17. Can you find the difference? Yes. 17. Yes. What is the ones place number? It is 7, right? So you have to insert 7 beads in ones place tool. Okay, Kanna? 7 beads in ones place and we have 1 in tens place. So we have to insert only 1 bead in tens place. Yes, because in this lesson we are learning only the numbers from 10 to 20. That's why here tens place we have only 1 bead. Yes, okay. If you learn further from 20 to 99, you will have a different colored beads on tens place and also in ones place. Okay, see, by using this abacus we can count the numbers and calculate the numbers very easily. It is a very easy method to learn mathematics. Okay, Kanna? Yes. And also here, yes, see, by using this abacus they will ask 2 types of question. The first type is represent the following numbers on abacus. Consider these lines are like abacus. Okay, consider these lines are like abacus. 1 sleeping line and 2 standing line. Okay, Kanna, 1 sleeping line and 2 standing lines. Yes, so right hand side you can write ones and left hand side you write tens. Okay, dears. Yes, for example, let's take the number 14. Okay, yes, which is ones place, which is in ones place? Number 4 is in ones place. Yes, this is 2-digit number. Okay, from right to left you have to write ones and tens. So what is the ones place number? It is 4. Yes, yes. So you have to draw circle. Okay, imagine circle as beads. Okay, yes. So you have to draw 4 circle like this to represent these numbers. Okay, so ones place we have number 4. So you have to draw 4 circles on the ones line, and we have one in tens place. Yes, Kanna. So you have to draw only one circle on the tens line. Yes, yes, we did it. This is like this. You have to represent any number on an abacus. Okay, one more example. Let's take the number 18. Yes, 18. Okay. Yes. Now tell me which is in ones place. Ones, tens. Which is in ones place? Number 8. Right? Yes. So you have to draw how many circles? 8 circles you have to draw because we have 8 in ones place. So draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, 8 ones. Okay, you have to draw 8 circles on one's line. And how many circles we have to draw in tens place? Only one, right? Yes, so you have to draw only one circle because we have number 1 in tens place, right, Kanna? Yes, like this you have to represent any given numbers on an abacus line. Yes, Kanna? Yes, okay, dears. Okay, this was a type 1 question, and next type 2 question. Look at the abacus, write the numbers that it represents. Okay, so first type is they will give the number. You have to represent the number on an abacus. In this question, they will draw and give the abacus. You have to look at the abacus and write the number. For example, yes, here 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, like this they will give. Okay, see, tens place and ones place. Some circles are drawn here. Okay, you have to find what is the number represents in this abacus. What the number represents here? Yes. In tens place, how many beads are there? 1. In ones place, how many beads are there? 5. So, both 1 tens, 1 10 and 5 ones becomes number 15, right? So, like this, you have to write the number by looking at the abacus. Okay? Yes, one more example for you. Let's take, okay, I will draw. You have to tell me what is the number that it represents. Okay. Now tell me, Kanna, what is the number? Yes. Reply in the chat box. Yes. Yes, 110 and 3 ones, right? Yes, 110 and 3 ones becomes the number 13, right? Yes. And now tell me 110 and 7 ones. 110 and 7 ones. What is the number? 110 and 7 ones represents the number 17, right? Yes, very good. Okay, so like this you have to look at the abacus and write the number what it represents. Okay. Yes. And the next type of question. Okay. Yes. Here, can you see abacus and also number is given? Okay. So by looking at the abacus, you have to split the number as tens and ones and write it in the box. Okay. So like this type of question also you can have. Okay. Yes. See here, how many beads are there in tens place in first picture? 1. And how many beads are there in second ones place? 2. So 110 and 2 ones becomes 12, and you have to split this number into ones and tens. Okay, we have 110 and in ones place we have 2 ones. So the remaining 2 you have to write it in the box. Okay, dears. Yes. Similarly, for the second one, you have to answer. Okay. Yes. How many beads are there in ones place? 1. And how many beads are there in one? Sorry. How many beads are there in tens place? 1. And how many beads are there in ones place? We have 6, right? Yes. So 110 and 6 ones, right? 6 ones. 110 and 6 ones. One bead represents 10. Okay, remember 110 represents 10. Okay. Yes, 10 and 6. Kanna, Jivika, stop giving annotation, Kanna. My screen is not moving. Okay. Yes, okay. Yes, last one, 110 and 1 ones, right? Becomes the number 11, right? So, one bead represents 10 and the ones place we have only one bead. So, one place. Yes, Kanna? Yes, very good. 11. Wonderful. 110 plus 1 becomes 11. Superb. Wonderful. All gave the answer right. So you all got a big star because you are all signing stars, right? Very good. Smart kids. Very good. Now here comes again the revision of abacus. Okay. Yes. Here tens place we have number 1, only one bead, and ones place we have 9. So 110 and 9 ones becomes 19. One bead represents 10. You should remember one bead, one bundle, one group always represent number 10. Okay. Yes. And here second also 110 and 5 ones. 110 and 5 ones becomes number 15, and last one 110 and 3 ones becomes number 13. Okay, dears. So 110, one bundle, one group represents number 10. Okay. Yes. And next comes the place value. Last class we learnt about place value, right? So you have to write or find the place value for underlined number. For example, see here, let's take the number 13. Okay. Yes. And you have to write the ones and tens on the above to the number 13. Okay. Yes, 13. 1, 3. Ones, write ones and tens above the number. Now I will underline any one number. Now you have to tell me with what is the place value of this underlined number. What is the place value of this underlined number? 3. Yes, we all know it, right? Ones place. So we have 3 ones. Like this you have to write for this underline number. Okay, similarly, let's take the number 15. Okay, then write ones and tens above the number. Okay, now tell me what is the place value of 5? Yes, what is the place value of 5? Yeah, it is 5 ones. Okay. Yes. Now tell me what is the place value of 1? What is the place value of 1? We all know it, right? 110. Yes. So you have to write. Yes, Kana. Very good. 110. Okay. So like this, you have to find and write the place value for the underlined numbers. If they didn't underline any number, you have to write both the place values. For example, 18. Okay, so here no numbers are underlined, so you have to write both the place values. Okay, so 110 plus 8 ones, like this you have to write. If the digits are not underlined, you have to write the both you have to write the place value for both the digits. Okay, yes, if it is underlined, you have to write the place value of particular number. If it is not underlined, you have to write the place value of both the digits. Okay, dears. Yes, do you all understood? Yes, very good. Now we are moving to next. Yes, now it's time for workbook exercise. Yes, Yuvrani ma'am, are you there? Yuvrani ma'am? Okay. Yes, see here, now we are going to do workbook exercise. Okay. Yes, math workbook page number 16. Okay, dears, math workbook page number 16. Okay, complete the number line below by writing numbers between 0 to 20. Use it to circle the greatest number in each box below. Okay, see here, can you see the number line here that has the number from 0 to 20? Yes, so we learned the numbers from 0 to 20. Here the number line also has the numbers from 0 to 20. By using this number line, we are going to find the greatest number in each questions. Okay, yes, see here, a question 12, 13 and 14. Yes, Kanna, can you see the number line? These numbers 12, 13 and 14. Can you find the numbers on the number line? Yes? Yes, here only, right? 12, 13 and 14. Now you have to find the greatest number, you have to count the forward numbers, forward counting. Yes, so which is the last one, that is the greatest number. Okay, see 12, 13, 14. Which is the last number if you count 12, 13, 14? We have number 14, that is the last number in this series, right? Yes, so you have to circle the number 14, that is the greatest number. Okay, yes, similarly find the numbers 4, 14 and 17. 4, 14 and 17. Yes, by counting forward direction. Okay, which number we have at the last? 17. 4, 14, 17. It's growing, right? It's growing in a forward direction. So what is the greatest number here? It is 17, right? Yes, so you have to count in a forward direction and find out the greatest number. Okay, right? So remaining things are for your practice. Okay, after this session gets over, you have to practice at home. Okay, and upload this in the Google Classroom app, right? Very good. Yes, have you all understood, dears? Yes, the same page number 16, math workbook, page number 16. Use the number line to circle the smallest number. Previously, we found the greatest number. Now we are going to find the smallest number by looking at the number line. Yes, by using this number line, we are going to find the smallest number. Okay, Kanna? Yes, see here. So for to find the smallest number, you have to count backward direction. Okay, backward. So which comes first will be the smallest number. Yes, see here. Circle the numbers 3, 17 and 8. Now count backward direction and find which is the smallest one. Yes, it is. Okay, it is 3. So 3 is the smallest number, right? Yes, 3, 17 and 8. We have 3 as the smallest number, right? So you have to circle the number 3. Okay, Kanna. So you can also imagine if you have 3 balloons and your friend has 8 balloons and ma'am has 17 balloons. And then who has less number of balloons? Obviously, you, right? Yes, because you have 3 balloons. So likewise, we can imagine the objects and also find the smallest number. See here, second question, 5, 11 and 4. 4 chocolates, 5 chocolates and 11 chocolates. And which is the smallest, less chocolates? 5, 4 or 11? Is obviously 4 only, right? Yes. So you have to circle the number 4. That is the smallest number. Okay, dears? Yes. So likewise, you have to do the remaining sums. Okay, C, D, E, and F. After the session, you practice in home. Okay, Kanna? Yes. Next comes page number 17. Yes. Put a tick mark in the group which has more number of objects. See, jumpy frog. Wow, many jumpy frogs are here, right? Yes, they are all laughing at you, smiling at you. You all smile like this by opening your mouth. Yes, smile. Very good. Yes. See here, one side. Let's take this side as A. Let's take this side as A and this side as B. Okay. Yes. Now we have to find which side has more number of jumpy frogs. Okay. Yes. See, by grouping of objects only you have to find, because we are learning the concept of grouping objects, right? So right, so how many objects you have to group? 10 objects, right? Yes, count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, group 10 objects together. So we have 110. And how many remaining frogs are there after grouping this 10 frogs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 remaining frogs, right? Yes, 6 ones. So 110 and 6 ones becomes, yes, becomes the number 16, right? Yes. Shall we count how many frogs are there in B side? Yes. So similarly, we have to count 10 frogs and group it together and find the number. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now group 10 frogs together. And now it has 110. Now how many frogs are there? Remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, another 10 frogs. If you find another 10 frogs, again you have to group 10. Yes, Kanna. So if you find 10 objects means you have to group together. So 110, again we have another 10. 110 and 110 becomes number 20, right? Yes, 2 tens. Yes. 20. Very good, very good. Yes, by muting your audio, reply in the chat box. So here A side we have number 16 and here B side we have number 20. Yes, so which side we have more number of objects? Obviously B side. So uh, write write the tick mark here. Okay. Yes. Put tick mark on the sign B. Okay. Yes, very good. So likewise you have to find the mangoes and leaves. Okay, which side has more number of objects, and you have to put a tick mark on the more number of object sides. Okay, by grouping of 10 you have to find the number. Okay dears, yes, very good. This mangoes and leaves for your practice. Okay. And the next page number 18, draw lines to match the same number of objects. Draw lines to match the same number of objects. As we have learnt in the lesson number 1, we saw some activities, right? To draw same number of objects, match it with the number names. Yes, many things we saw, right? Similarly, here also we have to count the number and match it with the same number of objects. Okay, Kanna. One example I will do it for you. Remaining, it's for your practice. Okay. See, first one, leaves, right? Shall we group together? Yes, okay. Count 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good, Kana. So, 10. Group it together and remaining we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 110 and 5 ones becomes number 15. Very good. 15. Likewise, we have to number 15, right? Likewise, we have to count the mangoes, okay, which has 15 objects. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See here, 10 and 5 becomes 15. And here also 10 mangoes are there. Group it together and remaining 5 mangoes are there. So 110 and 5 ones becomes number 15. Yes, here also leaves are 15 and here also mangoes are 15. Both the numbers are same, right? So you have to match like this. Okay, 15, 15. Both are same, equal. So you have to draw a line like this. Okay, Kanna. So like this, you have to do the remaining sums. Okay, dears? Yes. Now we are moving to next sum. Math workbook, page number 19. Next page. Okay, Kanna. Join the dots below from 1 to 20 and see what shape you get. Yes, here numbers are given from 1 to 20. Okay, you have to join the dots. See, ma'am is going to join the dots. Okay. Yes. Likewise, you have to join. Where is the number 1? Here. Yes, it starts from here, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. So like this. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow. And here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. See, like this, you have to join the dots and find out which shape, what shape you get, and color this picture. Okay, using any color. Okay, you can use any color to color this picture. Okay, first join the dots and then color the picture. Okay, How it look like, Skana, after we join the dots? How it looks like? Dinosaur, right? Can you see dinosaur here? And here is a coconut tree. Yes? Yes, very good. So likewise, you have to draw or join the dots and color the picture, okay, in the workbook. Okay, dears? Very good. Okay, now we will have a small recap of this session. Okay, yes. So abacus. Abacus is a counting device which makes counting simple and easy. It has been used by people to count and calculate from olden days. We can represent any number on an abacus using colorful beads. Yes, we use different colored beads for tens and ones. As per the tens and ones, we can use different color beads to represent any numbers. Yes, and also we saw three types of question. One type represent the number and on the number line for any given, represent a given number on a abacus line. Yes, they will give the number. You have to draw circle on the abacus. See, like this, represent then any numbers on abacus. They will give the number, you have to draw circle on ones and tens. Okay, and second question, by looking at the abacus, you have to write the numbers that it represents, like this. They will give the beads and abacus. Okay, you have to find what is the number by looking at the abacus. See here, one bead and 5 beads are there. So we found the number as number 15, right? So like that is the second type of question. And third one is, by looking at the abacus, you have to split the number as tens and ones and write it in the box. So okay, so here we have 1 10 and 2 ones, it becomes 12. So we have to split the number as 1 10, and that is the number 10 plus 2. We have to write 2 ones. Okay, like this we have to write these questions. Okay, Kanna, and place value. So if they give the number with underlined, you have to write the place value of the underlined number. If they are not given with the underlined number, you have to write the place value of both the digits. Okay, Kanna? Yes, that is the place value for underline number. Okay, what it represents, whether it is ones or tens. Okay, and we did the workbook exercises also. Yes, dears, yes. So you will get a big clap. Yes, clap for yourself. You all did it good, right? Yes, wonderful. Thank you, my dears. Okay, stay home, stay safe. Now unmute your video and say bye-bye to your friends.
Bye, friends. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Jai Hind, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, friends. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Jai Hind, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Jai Hind, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And Kamachi.
Thank you, Kamachi. Thank you, Saranya ma'am.